What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with an update to our Quickdraw Synchrons. So let's jump into the deck profile. Let's see what we're coming at you with. I'm still running 3 Link Slayer. This guy, he's just very good. The fact that he can help to get back row removal, and he's just a good special summon as long as you don't have a monster out there. That helps out a lot. This deck is slower than the counterpart, the Dark Synchro, or the Dark Synchron, however you want to say it. But to be able to get him on board, it helps to get the little advantage that you need to help plus the deck. We're running 3 of the Quickdraw Synchron. Quickdraw Synchron to help you get into any of the Synchro monsters. You know, you start modulating his level, go off from there. We're running one of the best Synchrons is our Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron will help you to get into your TG Hyper Librarian, to your Excel, and the other little playmakers that you want to make. He doesn't have the hard restrictions like Quickdraw does, but he's very good in helping you get those level 2 monsters out there, level 1 monsters out of the graveyard, help you get them plays going. We're running 2 Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron helps you to get to your Junk Synchron if you want to activate that effect. Usually I like to use this guy to help to get the pitch outlet from the hand when he's in the graveyard. Get them plays going that way. I'm running 1 Synchron Carrier, and the main reason why I'm doing this is because I like to be able to have other plays to get other monsters on board, and to have this to summon this allow me to get another normal summon to get a monster out of the graveyard and then get Doppel dropped out of hand helps me get more advantage. And also too, he gives me an extra token whenever you synchro. So to me that helps out getting a lot of effects going. That way I can help start building up levels if I want to do them to the links. I'm running 3 of the Rush Warrior. Rush Warrior, I like this card so much because it helps me to, any advantage that I lose, it helps me get it back. And also too, whenever I have a Synchro Warrior out there, it helps me to give it a attack boost like an Honest. So I like that effect a lot too. This card, when in the graveyard, when you banish it out, get one of your Synchron monsters back to hand, keep going on with your plays. So if I've already used up a quick draw, I still got cards I can pitch in hand and keep extending my plays. He makes it happen. I like that a lot. Running 3 Level Leader. Glad this guy did not get hit on the ban list in any way, shape, or form. This guy, he helps the deck so much in modulating levels. He helps you get into so many plays. He's very, very good. Running 3 Doppel Warrior. Doppel Warrior helps you get a lot of advantage. When it's the fact that anytime, let's say you use your Junk Synchron and bring a monster back, you get to activate the effect. If you got a Level Leader coming back out of the graveyard, you get to activate his effect out of hand. So I like that a lot. If he's used for a synchro material, he ends up netting you 2 tokens on board. So he helps you get a lot of good free advantage. So I like that a lot in this deck. We're running 2 Quillbolt Hedgehog. 2 Quillbolt Hedgehog is awesome. Just the fact that as long as you got a tuner out there, you get to special summon him back out of the graveyard. And like I said, that's giving you free advantage that you can use into another either Link summon or into a Synchro summon. So that's very, very useful. We got the return of 2 Mathematician, which is very, very good. It helps you. It's almost like I said, the counterpart, they have Armageddon Knight. We're getting a little bit closer with this deck. We have a way to get that Level Leader in the graveyard that much faster. So that helps out a lot, and I like that a lot. I'm running 1 Dandelion just because Dandelion is like Doppel in a way. He helps you get more advantage in netting with the tokens. So anytime he's sent to the graveyard, those are 2 tokens you could use for synchro material. And lastly, for the monsters, I'm using 1 Glow Up Bulb because Glow Up Bulb is just so phenomenal in just to getting the mill off the top of the deck and just getting that free special summon out of the graveyard. But that is it for our monsters. For our spell cards, we're running 3 Tuning. Tuning just to help be able to get any of the Synchron tuners to hand that you need to access your plays. You know, it's going to be searching through your deck and help you mill off the top too, so it's going to give you a little bit extra advantage. Running one reinforcement of the army to be able to help to get to that jump synchron, to be able to get to our rush warrior, to be able to help to get to our doppel when we need it. Whatever warrior monster we need, go ahead and get it to hand, get those plays going from there. We're running one foolish burial just to be able to help to get that level leader in the graveyard. That is key. You want to get that level leader in the graveyard, get that in there, start getting them plays going. We're running one for one to help get those level 1 monsters out there and also help get the cards that we need out of the hand into the graveyard. We're running one skill charge because this card is so good now to be able to get plays going, start getting stuff set up, and then just bring all that stuff back because you don't have to have it in your extra monster zone and just go off from there. It's very, very good. I'm also running one limit overdrive, and the main reason because of this is because it's a lot easier to use Excel to modulate his level to a 7 or whatever I need to go into and go into Quasar, because that is so much simpler than trying to get a link monster out there and then try to get a whole bunch of spots open up to get to Quasar. So this is an easy way just to have 2 monsters on board if you got your link zone set up for 2, or even if you just bring a monster back. This is an easy way to get it back and just go into your Quasar easy. Also too, I'm running 3 scapegoats because this deck, like I said, you not got no back row for protection. And also too, you want to be able to make sure that you can keep monsters on board so that you can get your link monsters out there so you can go on with your synchro plays. To me, scapegoats has been very good, very reliable. You end up getting either 2 or 3 of them out there, get on with your plays from there, so that's very useful to you. And lastly, for the spells, we're running Twin Twister because Twin Twister, you want to make sure it back rows down. That way you can get your plays set up the way you want to, and minus your opponent on top of that. But that is it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I'm running one Shooting Quasar Dragon. I enjoy running Shooting Quasar Dragon. You can switch this out for the Cosmic Blazar or the Cypher. But to me, I always like to get the old negate and also the double attack. That's very, very crucial to me. I'm running 2 of the Stardust Warrior. I'm running 2 of this because it's almost like the Solemn Warning effect. But you got to make sure you watch out for it because it's for the inherent summon, so you got to watch out for that. But the reason why I'm deciding to run this, if it gets sent from the field to the graveyard, you can end up special summoning a Synchro Warrior monster, and that's very useful when it comes to getting your other Synchro materials out there. So if you got, let's say, your link set up, this goes to the graveyard, it's going to help you get that much closer to getting your Quasar out there. So that's the reason why I'm doing this, is just little ways to help make the deck a little bit easier in the link era. I'm running one Stardust Charge Warrior just to be able to help to get that good draw, and if there's any too many monsters on your opponent's side of the field to spin special summon, you can get attack on each one of those monsters. I'm running one Coil Dragon just to be able to get that good pop, that discard, pop card, and if it's sent to the graveyard, to be able to help get that extra draw. I'm running one TG Hyper Librarian. Even though this card is now at 2, I'm still only going to run it at 1 because the resource in getting it out there is so much harder for this deck. And even though you get 1 out there, usually that 1's enough to get you the advantage you need. So 1's still good with me. I'm running 2 Jet Warrior. Jet Warrior just helps to push back so many cards that your opponent wants out there. And also too, the fact that if you have let's say a scapegoat out there or a doppel token out there, any level 2 or lower monster, you can tribute it off, get this back, and help you to go into your Stardust Warrior and help you get into even your Shooting Quasar Dragon. And that's the thing I like about it, because once you've already used it in that extra monster zone slot and it leaves the field, it's able to come back in any spot that you want it to. So I like that a lot. I'm running 2 Excel Synchron. And like I was saying, the reason why I'm upping this up to 2 is because I'm trying to find ways with the deck so that it can flow a little bit easier. I'd much rather modulate this card's level to a 7 or even to a 8 and use either level off and then just go into a 5 synchro and a 7, which is a whole lot easier to get to Quasar with the limit overdrive play. Like I said, to be able to have this and this, it makes it a little bit easier to go into Quasar than sitting there having to have 3 monsters on board and try to go into Quasar. So those are things I've been playing with, trying to make the deck a little bit more fluent in this era. I'm running 1 Formula Synchron because Formula Synchron TJ Hopper variant is always good to be able to get that plus advantage on your opponent and go in those good crazy plays. I'm running 1 Deco Talker just to be able to make sure I can open up more extra spots, because you need to get the extra monster spots opened up so you can get your plays going. I'm running 1 Mrs. Radiant just because we're running the scapegoat tokens. It's easy to get her out than a Deco Talker. So if you can get her out there, you're still getting those extra monsters on spots opened up, and that's what you want. I'm running 1 Proxy Dragon just to be able to make sure I can get 3 extra spots open if I need to. But also on top of that, I'm using a Link Spider to help also in the process of, it's still going to be like having a Deco Talker out there, because it's a lot easier to use 1 token to get a Link Spider out there and use 2 more tokens to get this underneath it. You're still going to have 2 extra spots opened up down here. And it's going to be the same equivalent as a Deco Talker without the heavy cost requirement, and you're using all tokens. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find out as many ways as I can to get spaces open up as fast as possible so I can go on with my plays. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. Let us know what you think. We're out.